So, people, let's dive into this collective reading, and I can pick on to Playboy energy, Playboy, Playgirl energy around you. And what's actually happening here is that this is someone, this is someone who who is very like a very high spirited person, very fun person. I mean, we all have seen, we know this label Playgirl, Playboy. I mean, for women, it is still different, I would say. They may not be sleeping around so much as such, but they could be really good with getting men to uh, to go crazy for them on and off, and maybe regularly, and they don't really care about them eventually once they're bored with this person. And with guys also, okay, we know not all guys must be sleeping around with every girl they meet, but a playboy is someone who doesn't care about any woman's feeling, any girl's feelings. They're just always literally just flirting. Half of the things they say, not even half, I would say 95% things they say to women is never really serious. It's always being said because they want to kill their time, or they want to massage their ego, or they just want to, you know, make the other person fall for them. That's all they care about. They don't really care about the longevity of relationships, or they have like many options. So let's say they're getting bored, they'll talk to one person, then they'll talk to another one. After some time, they'll talk to another one. Then they have to go out and do their thing. Then they have to meet someone. In between, they'll message someone. So it's like this person doesn't care. And yes, it could be possible that they get energy from a lot of people because of the same reason, because they have got so much confidence in them in these kind of things. Like they know that the other person is going to go back to them or connect with them and message them because of the words they've said, because of the things they've said. They like to throw a net, how people do fishing. It's pretty much similar to that. They don't, the one who's doing fishing never cares about the fish, right? However, here the story is a bit different, because this person with the player status, they have a playboy image or a playgirl image. I think here I would like to say this is a kind of girl who can eat anybody's side chicks. So if she has fallen for you, if you're a man watching this, and she's got her interest in you, then you have to be someone really special, someone really like they cannot figure out. And if you're a woman watching this, then and this is someone who is a very powerful person, very masculine, very alpha, and they have like lots and lots of people going crazy for them, lots of women. Most of them are stupid women, I think. I would like to say that, because what are they getting from this person? Nothing. But with you, this person is attracted in a different way, because your confidence is even above this person's player status. This person, either they had a lifestyle like that in the past, so they understand women really well. They understand what a woman wants. If I'm going to say this to her, she's going to do this for me. If I'm not going to say this to her, this is what she's going to do. In your case, it's the opposite, because you know what to say to this person, and you are going to make them do what is correct. Not even something that you want to use them or you want to hang out with them. And maybe if they talk about love and relationship, or they flirt with you, or they want to talk about things like marriage and children, because this guy or this girl can talk about marriage and future with anyone. The person who they are talking to might think that they're only talking to this one, like to me. But while they're talking to one person, they're probably doing the same kind of talk with 10 other people or 6 other people. Literally, that's the kind of person this is. But when it comes to you, you become so important for this person that they're willing to leave all the 6 or all the numbers. They don't care about the numbers. They only care about your attention on them. And it could be possible that, with a lot of player kind of people, they do a lot of superficial effort. Like they actually make effort to make people fall for them, and then constantly crave for them and constantly be obsessed for them. But why they've fallen for you is because your attraction is not superficial. Like you don't make any efforts to get anyone, and yet you probably have more attention than this person has, and this is what they cannot figure out. Like, how do you do it? How the hell do you have this charisma? How the hell do you have this attraction, this kind of magnetism? How are you so amazing? They don't know it. How are you so awesome? They don't understand it. Okay, so this person is completely obsessed by you, and I think this person has sort of a black magic kind of charm, and you have white magic kind of thing going on. Like, the difference is you're not casting any spells or anything. So, when people say things, when they say certain things, they're casting spells as well. So this person knows, like, if I'm going to say this, or they think at least, but maybe after meeting you, they've lost their marbles. None of their spells or none of their charm, magnetism is working. And I think you are a very demanding person when it comes to relationships. You don't like messing around, you don't like fooling around, but at the same time, you are okay to let go of any relationship. You're not the kind of person who has any fear. And I'll tell you, this does not come to people normally. You have to be a person of inner work. You have to have very strong boundaries. You have to have discipline. You need to have discipline in life. You need to really, like if things go bad with you, if someone hurts you, you'll probably try to justify or make that person understand. You'll probably explain, but not to a degree that you have to forget about your self-respect. And if the other person makes you feel, if they make you feel question, like if they make you question, make you feel question, if they make you question your self-respect, then you will not go after this person. Anyone, that can be anyone, that can even be family members, but you're not a person who holds grudges. That's very, very important. You don't hold grudges, but you don't take anybody's shit. So let's say someone disrespects you and you understand that they've disrespected you, and then you cut ties, or you, let's say you can't cut ties in certain relationships, you literally cannot, so you just cut the cord, or you just choose the higher path, whichever you feel is the right way to go, and you just let it be. But you don't keep a grudge in your heart that, oh, this person said this to me, they disrespected me, so now I'm going to hate them for the whole life. Now this person with the player status likes this quality about you. The way you forgive, the way you have compassion, the way you do not chase anyone or anything. You don't chase at all. You're not the kind of person who stalks other people. I mean, it's one thing to look for information, it's one thing to find out about somebody or something and then get done with it, but it's the obsession, because they have always seen people obsessing over them. This person with player status knows it. They can see, they can smell it, they can smell the difference. And if someone tries to cut away from them, they again can, how they say in Hindi, I'll try to say it in English, they know the kind of grains they'll throw at a person. They know that this is what this bird is going to peck. So they just know how to play with people. That's why they have this player status, right? But when they come to you, they don't do that. They can't do that, because anything they give to you, any offer, be it money, be it sexuality, be it their time, even be it their attention, nothing really affects you. You don't care. You have your own attention on you. You give your time to yourself. You have your own lifestyle. You do great things in life. You are just very, very focused and very, very disciplined. and that's the thing they like about you. And this is also a reason why anybody with the player status is willing to let go of that status, because this player status is very hard to work with. You know, it needs a lot of work, it needs tons and tons of lies to be told to different people, you know, to different men and different women. If this person is a man, then he is lying to 6 different women. With one he must be sleeping around, with one he must be taking money, with one he must be just getting some kind of ego massage, with one he must be enjoying the attention other person is giving. Maybe someone proposed them and they feel, oh, this girl proposed me, she asked me out, so let me just keep her hanging, you know. So they don't have those morals and ethics, and it's a lot of hard work to keep up with everyone, with all these 5-10 people. Same as with the women who have this player status, you know, they are also talking the same things to different men. Oh yeah, I really like your hair, I really like your smile, I really like this. But the one who's, I would like to say, this is a natural person. It didn't take them very long to fall in love with you or make you the ultimate choice. It took them really like a short span of time, like it was very instant. But why you are different than others is because you are the one they pursue. You're the one they will do anything for. You're the one with whom they can fight with 100 people against 100 people. You're the one on whose door they will show up. Like if you're upset, if you block them, if you don't want to talk to them, they'll show up at your door, and they will not accept anything. Like they will not accept a no from you, and you have a natural connection with this person despite their status, their old status, because you kind of understand that this person is a very insecure person, has been an insecure person, and they've never really also found love. So they've just made it a thing, like, okay, it's better to use people, it's better to um, I'm not promoting it, guys, I'm not promoting, because whosoever I'm talking to, whosoever's reading I'm doing, you're a smart person, so you're not gonna fall for this person immediately. You're gonna really test them out, you're gonna really question their ethics and morals, and you're going to question their commitment. You're going to make them show you their phone, you're going to make them show you, you know, the social media. They would want to give you their passwords just to prove to you that they have left everything for you. It may not be easy to be with such a person, like I'm not sure how easy or tough it's going to be, because that's a future thing. And if really you have something going on like this, then you can get into a one-on-one reading session with me if you resonate with it. But what I'm picking on to is that they are ready to settle down for you. Like they want to marry you, they want to have kids with you, they want to have a family with you, they want to live their whole life with you, because of how much love they have felt for you, or they've never felt this way for anyone. And what makes you stand out is because they question their past when it's about you. They actually want to leave the past behind. They actually feel like, what was I doing? What the hell was I doing in life? Before meeting you, what the hell were they doing? That's how they feel. And why were they doing it? They don't want to do those things. They don't want to be that person anymore. They don't like that self. So you've actually broken down all the walls, and it could also be possible that they may still be talking to some other people, or just, you know, because till the time they're not sure that you'll be in their life, they could be. But the moment, the minute they are like, okay, I can get this person in my life, that will only happen when they have to really question themselves. You know, they have to question, and they have to see that obsession does not control you. You're not obsessed by them, you'll never be, you know. I'm also being shown that this person is doing all of this because they like to control other people. They've enjoyed the whole control game. But you are someone, you don't need all of that. Like, you're not a person who cares about control or power dynamics. You're so straightforward and so blunt, so like so damn into the face, that if they say something, like if they tell you, oh, you can do a video call and check, I'm not lying, I'm doing this or that, you will say, okay, do it, I'll see. Or if they say things like, I can talk to my parents for you right away if you want me to, then you'd say, okay, do that, let's talk to your parents. Like, you're not the person who plays any games. You don't have time for games. And if someone is playing games, you'll ask them straight away, are you playing games? Are you trying to play with me? Are you trying to waste my time? What is your intention? You're so direct that they are not used to this directness. They are used to other people also going crazy and feeling too good, getting distracted by their promises and their words, because this person has made a lot of false promises to a lot of different people in the past. They are the promise maker, the person who made promises and never fulfilled them, not even with a single person. Why they are different with you? Because you're not even asking for a promise. You are asking them to do it, to show it. Do it right now, here, right now, in the here and now. Can you do it? If you don't have the guts, get out, leave. And I think some people are very manipulative. So when they say leave, get out, or break up, or this or that, they don't mean it. They just kind of threaten the other person. Inside they're shaking, inside they're shivering. But you are not like that. You're like a mountain that cannot be moved. If you say get out, you actually mean get out. So they don't want to mess with you. They don't want to go out from your life. So they'll not take the risk. They'll say, okay, I'll do whatever it takes. Now, this is the energy I'm picking on. Okay, now let's understand few more things. Another thing they like about you or they love about you is that you always stand out. You're very different. You're a center of attraction. You are not popular because you do PR or marketing or whatever. You are naturally very attractive, and you don't try to hog the limelight. You're not trying to go for the spotlight. This person has, as I said in a while back, I was gonna say past, but yeah, in the past also. But they have tried to do so many things to get attention of other people. They just simply know. They know what people do if they need someone's attention. See, you have this magician energy, very smooth energy. It's like you have all the elements in place, okay? So, because they know what attention seeking women do, they know. It's not about just simplicity or wearing simple clothes or being like very homely and this and that. That's not their thing. They, or even the other way around, someone can be really loud and uh, hang out with a lot of makeup or a lot of sexy clothes. It's just not about that. They just know it because they've fooled so many people or they've been with so many people. They just know it. Some people can be very simple but yet be doing it for attention, and some people can be very loud and yet be doing it for attention. What they like in you is that you are not doing anything for attention. At least you're doing it because you love it, because it's something you enjoy. It's your natural organic self. You're original, and this type of originality is rare. It's literally rare. And who doesn't want it? It doesn't matter someone has a player status, someone is a celebrity, someone is a politician, anyone. You're the kind of person anyone would want to be with. Literally, I'm not making this up. Okay, so they are just removing all the distractions. Everybody, anybody or everybody who comes between you, they are willing to cut that person out. That's like a really, mm, you know, that's like big stuff to do. Because of the same reason, let me pick out more cards. Your energy is very infectious. One more thing they like about you is that your connection with the spiritual world. In a strange way, this person may not be so spiritual, but they understand that you have some divine protection on you. You have somebody guiding you. I'm also seeing animals around you. I'm also seeing masculine and feminine, both, like men and women both look up to you kind of energy. You get along with people, you get along with kids. Yeah, and there's some mystery around you also. The mystery that they, even if they spend 20 years with you, they would never be able to break this. This is something they cannot break. Even if they marry, even if they have kids with you, there'll always be a mystery around you, which they'll never be able to fathom or understand. Which I don't think they see it as a, they see it like Nine of Wands energy, like they've tried to understand it, but it kind of makes them weak. It kind of makes them feel like an injured person, so they don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to question your mysticism. They don't want to question who stands behind you, okay, who's protecting you. They don't want to question all of that. Yes, and they also like this very balanced energy in you, this very temperance energy, as if you're out of the world, but at the same time you're from this world. You have this very angelic energy, and you're different. You could be a star seed, you could be a light worker, and this could also be a twin flame connection. Also, they see one more thing in you, and that is, but this is not from a greed point of view, but they see it in you, they admire it in you, that you're financially also very smart. You're not an idiot, you're not a stupid person. You know, you've got your finances in place, or you are very independent monetarily. You are this, you know, if you're a man, then you're this suave, classy man. You know, this guy who is like, you can, you know, you'll see this guy giving gifts to everyone around them, or he's very clean and organized. He speaks very well. He's not a miser. You know how misers are. Some misers are very rich also, but they're still misers. And if you're a woman, then again you're a giver. You wear like really nice clothes. You come across as a wealthy, rich person with a VIP status without doing much, and they like this about you. You could be even in shorts and a basic t-shirt, wearing sneakers, but still you have this Venus energy, you know, sort of very attractive Venus energy. You smell good, you wear some fragrance, your hair is nicely done, and as I said, you, even if you're like, it's morning time and you've just woken up, but you'll wake up in style, or you carry something, you know, you're a person of influence. So this protection energy around you, this aura around you, this independent financial status of yours, plus this whole spiritual 5D thing. So you're such a cool person, and this person is like head over heels in love with you. I would say they really like you if it's still in the beginning stages. But the more you get in closer and closer with this person, you'll realize that after every fight also, you'll see that they're giving up on other people, other things, anything that comes between you. They'll give up completely those things to be with you. So you have this good energy. You don't judge this person. I mean, even if this person cannot be trusted by, if you go by the book, this man or woman, but you are a very godly person. You just trust that God is taking care of you. Yeah, I know it may sound a bit tricky. Why would you want to date this person? Why would you want to marry such a person? But like I said initially, that you are not going to get into something with them so easily. You're going to test this person. You're going to scare the hell out of them. You're going to make them do it for you. As I said, you'll be like, show me your phone. Show me this. Show me that. Where do you live? What do you do? You know, you're not an easy person to fool. And even if they fool you, you don't take it seriously. Still, you don't take it seriously. They might try to fool you as well. Why not? If they've done it to so many people, you can't be different, you can't be special initially. But some things happen that you kind of see their insecurities. You see that there's something pure about this person, something, and you're the only one who can see it, probably. Others can't. So for personal sessions, for personal readings and therapies are very, very important, because there are so many things in your periphery. There are so many things that you're born with, but you're not able to access it because of the blocks, because of the patterns that you're not able to break, because of the trauma. What kind of trauma you have, that determines what kind of life you're going to have. What reality do you view? People are able to quantum leap from one reality to another. People do it after they learn to heal their wounds, after they learn to make use of their negative memories, after they stop getting scared of rejection and loneliness and this, and they make it their friends. They say, oh, I'm feeling lonely. This is the time I need to do my healing work. This is the exact moment. Oh, someone betrayed me. That's great. That's amazing. Someone rejected me. Lovely. Now I'm going to do my inner work even better, because I'm going to use it for my progress and my growth. You never grow when you're comfortable. You always grow when you're uncomfortable. That's where real growth happens. So with time, people who are doing inner work, they become really comfortable when some problem or situation arises. Before that, they're like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this. But once they start working on themselves in therapy sessions and energy healing, maybe initially, yeah, it can be tough. From day one, it can't be easy. But once they start figuring it out, once they see the progress, once they see the growth, once they see themselves, like on, how I've changed as a person, how I'm changing as a person, it has to be seen with awareness. There are some people, they're not able to change. The only reason why they cannot change is because they never look at their progress. They never, even if there is tons of progress, still they'll look at, oh, I'm still unhappy. Oh, I still don't have this. I still don't have that. Still don't have this person I wanted. Still don't have that amount of money I wanted, or I still don't have the lifestyle. So they're always unhappy. They're always sad, and they're always in low energies. Even if they rise up, they'll fall down again. Why? Because they are not looking at how much they've grown. So looking at your growth is very, very important, and therapy helps you with that. And I will now see you in another one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.